Hi, my name's Steve Feather. I'm a firefighter here at Station 6-1. I'll be going over the operation and basic setup of the Hazmat rescue that we just got in. We're going to do a walk around of the vehicle. We'll do power up, leveling system. We'll work on the camera setup, light tower, and then in-cab procedures. When you arrive on scene, you want to put the vehicle in neutral, set the parking brake. Then you'll want to put out your chocks. As you're setting out your chocks, the front chock you'll want to place directly against the front wheel. The rear chock you'll want to place slightly to the rear of the tire, allowing some space, as you can see. We do this with the chocks for the simple fact that when the system levels itself, it has a tendency to push the vehicle forward. Obviously, you want to put the chock against the front wheel to eliminate or reduce the movement of the vehicle. Prior to leveling the vehicle, you'll want to place out your stabilizer pads. There's two on either side, both located to the rear of the vehicle. When placing your stabilizer pads, try to ensure that you get centered under the stabilizer itself. As you notice, the front stabilizer is in behind where you've placed your chock, so it may be a little more difficult. But once again, try to center the pad under the stabilizer. Once you've placed your stabilizer pads outside, then you'll proceed to do your in-cab procedures with the auto leveling system. First of all, you'll want to power up the system by pressing system power. You will notice that you have flashing lights here, orange, indicating each corner of the vehicle. You'll get a flashing green foot here. That all it's doing is a system check at that point. What you'll want to do is push auto. Once you've engaged auto, it takes up to 2 minutes for the vehicle to level itself. When the vehicle's level, you'll see the vehicle indicator flashing here. Green foot stating level, and then right, left, orange lights indicating level. In the auto mode, there's a button that's retract. This does it automatically. However, in the case of an emergency, when you need the system to retract quickly, you have the emergency retract button. This immediately retracts all four at one time. Next, we'll go over the deployment of the light tower. You'll notice a pull to start and push the stop button. Pull and hold it for approximately 3 to 5 seconds. You'll notice on the control, the red light scroll across. You'll notice a red light on the up arrow. Press and hold this button to deploy the light tower. Once you've powered up the control and ready to raise the mast, step away from the vehicle, so you want to make sure for any obstructions above the vehicle, and you can observe the tower itself rising. As you're raising the mast, there's basically an infinite number of levels that you can put this at, whatever is needed at the scene, or perhaps any overhead obstructions. Equipped with a 360-degree rotation, left or right. Each light segment can be powered individually or together. You have tilt control independently, opposite 90 degree, 180. There is also a mast light. This button here will illuminate the mast for nighttime operations. When you're done with your operations, power down both lights and then just hold the down button on the mast. It has an auto store mechanism built into it. Another nice feature on this vehicle is the portable scene lights. Pull handle perpendicular with the ground. Pull slightly out. Unplug the cable. Remove. Has a built-in tripod. Loosen this screw. Set the tripod out, tighten your screw. You'll notice your on switch and your plug. Place it where needed. Next will be the deployment of the awning. As you can see, you have two controls here. The awning control that's attached to the vehicle itself and a remote control stored here. In order to deploy it, just press and hold the out button. When deploying the awning, ensure that you have full deployment of it. The system for the awning also has a wind indicator, which will automatically close the awning in high wind situations. As you notice at the top there, that's the wind speed indicator or sensor for the awning. In order to retract the awning, just press and hold the in button. You'll also notice you have a stop button. That is in case you have an automatic activation of the high wind sensor. You can stop the movement of the awning. Next, I'll demonstrate the access ladder deployment. You'll want to unlock. You have a strap here. You'll pull. Make sure that you're always hanging on 3 points of contact when you're doing this. Bring it down. As you can see, it'll stay. There's lock pins holding the handrails down during movement. You'll want to undo both lock pins, one on either side. Before deploying this, note this is a pinch point here. As it slides down, make sure your hand is behind it. Reinstall the pin, ensuring that it's locked. To complete the ladder and handrail deployment, you'll notice there are two bars at the top here that will also need to be locked in. As before, remove the pin, place it in the end, locking it in, make sure you actually lock it. Same procedure as the other side. Next, we'll demonstrate the raising of the camera mast. First, you'll want to turn on the camera tower master switch in the up position. Then you'll want to grab the remote. You can uncoil as much wire as needed to step back away from the vehicle. Once again, ensure that there's nothing on top of the deployment site. Just push up on the control. When raising the camera mast, it's the same as when you're raising the light mast. There's an infinite height level. You do not have to deploy it fully in order for it to operate. In order to operate the camera from inside the command center, you'll need to power up the DVD player and TV. In order to do that, you'll want to switch this to the up position or on position. Next, you'll want to power up the DVD. It indicates on. Next step will be to power on your TV. There is a remote control provided. The control box for the camera is located on the wall, adjacent to the DVD player. As you see, there's a joystick, numbered buttons, focus, and iris control. The only thing we have to worry about is the joystick, focus, and iris controls. You have pan, up, down, left, and right. For zoom and zoom out, right is zoom in, left is zoom out. If for some reason you need to focus on an object, you may manually control the focus of the camera. Otherwise, it's fully auto. Exposure, light exposure, is controlled by the iris. You can close it down to control your contrast of what object you're trying to see. As you notice, we have an onboard cascade system. It works as all other cascade systems do. This particular one has 4 storage bottles, as you notice in sequence here, 1 through 4. Each one has its own pressure gauge indicating how many PSI are in each bottle. You have your pressure regulator gauge, your SCBA fill shutoff valve, and your gauge for the bottles that are installed inside. In order to access this one, you do a half turn and it's pneumatically charged. It'll raise up automatically. Pull the chambers down, load your SCBA bottles in as you would any other cascade system. Return the bottles, ensuring you have a locked door. In sequence, obviously starting with the lowest pressure bottle, you'll want to open this bottle, set your pressure regulator for 4,500 PSI or what is needed for your bottle, and then start filling by slowly opening your SCBA fill. When complete, reverse the process. Shut down your bottle valve, shut down your cascade bottle, close your bottle, close your valves, relieve the pressure using this. Disconnect, your bottle's filled, ready to go.